Well, hello everybody, and welcome to the Your Natural Healer channel. My name is Tammy, and I'm so glad to have you here this morning for our oracle message, which is basically there's Parker. She wanted to say good morning. It's basically like a message if your guardian angel wanted to send you an email or a text message, this is it. So we're going to get our message this morning. Before we get started, though, let's go ahead and do some housekeeping. Really quickly, the candle is driving me crazy because it is black, but on camera it looks purple. And one of the things with candles, especially if you use them, in meditations and things like that to amplify energy, you want to make sure that the candle is not dyed, that it's like, for example, this one, that it's black all the way through. So the way you do that is you can scratch a little chunk out of the bottom, and if it's dyed black, then the candle, would be white underneath that. So it was black, but it makes me think that it's dyed like a really super dark purple. So I may not buy candles from these guys again, because I've been doing stuff with these black candles and they don't look black. Anyway, before we get started, let's go ahead and talk about the crystals today. So I got this beautiful piece of quartz. This is a quartz point, and that's just going to amplify our energy this morning. As you see that candle flame, I have no air going, and it is dancing, and it is tall and strong. So that's a good sign. Let's see if we get any sparks today, like we've done in the past. And then I just made a little pretty grid around the candle. I have some celestite. These are the celestite mini clusters that are in the Your Natural Healer store. They're absolutely stunning. And these are great for, and again, I apologize about my nails. I was canning beets last night, so my hands are still a little, even though I've washed them, dyed red, but I need to do my nails this weekend after I work in the garden, so I apologize, but I keep it real. And if you're here for my manicure, then you've picked the wrong channel. Anyway, so this is celestite, and this stone is actually great for communicating with your angels and your guides. So I thought that was really super appropriate this morning. I actually have my meditation room gridded, meaning in each one of the corners, I have a polished piece of celestite. And then I have my big one. Let's see if I can get it. My big one on my space. This is my big one that I keep on my desk here. Try not to drop that. And, whoops, sorry if I hit the camera there. And then I have a bunch of myself. I have some mini chunks as well that I keep on the shelf with my other crystals. And celestite's one of my favorite. This made a huge difference in my practice, and when I put it in my meditation room, I just immediately knew the difference, felt and knew the difference. But fantastic. So those are available in the Your Natural Healer store. Then I have some angelite, which is also in the Your Natural Healer store. And again, angelite is really great for working with our guardian angels, and trying not to get that in the shadow, and our guides. And then I have gridded Vogel quartz, which, if you're not familiar with Vogel quartz, that's too much to explain right now. But anyway, that's going to be in my Crystals 102 course, talk about Vogel quartz. So anyway, that's the crystals we have laid out this morning in our beautiful little grid. So before we get started, guys, you know the drill, got to do housekeeping. So first of all, if you're new to the channel, welcome. We are so happy to have you here today. Thank you for joining us. And for you guys, as well as anybody that currently watches a lot, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, I feel like I'm begging here, which I kind of am, but if you would smash that subscribe button, it really would help. That YouTube algorithm, guys, it is real. That monster is real. And it's based off of the number of subscribers and your watch time. So you have to get to 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. So again, if you would subscribe, I would really appreciate it. Smash that subscribe button. You can turn the notifications off. By turning the notifications off, every time I post something, you're not going to get a pop-up on your phone. I get that. I know I don't want all these alerts all day long on my phone. And if it's somebody that I watch religiously, I usually am on their channel every day, or I know that I know their content schedule. But anyway, for those of you who have subscribed, thank you. And for those of you, if you would consider doing so, thank you in advance. Don't forget the June sale is still going on, which is the 5-day distance Reiki package. It's 5 days of distance Reiki, a crystal grid specifically for you, oracle cards, tarot drawn for you, some candle magic, all for your highest good. So really a great package. It is discounted at 20% off. So make sure you check that out. So that is it as far as the housekeeping. So again, this reading is good from today, June 23rd through the 29th. Can you believe it's the end of June, guys? I mean, I don't know. It seemed just like a couple months ago that I was having a meltdown because my laptop crapped on me. Anyway, this morning we're going to pull from one of my favorite authors, and that's Kyle Gray, and we're going to pull from the Angel Guide Oracle. So that's why I had to, I wanted black candle for protection and grounding, and then I wanted to utilize all the communicating with higher realms, communicating with higher beings, those types of crystals this morning. So I'm going to put this quartz, I'm going to put this behind the candles just so it can continue to amplify the energy. I mean, the Vogel quartz is doing that as well. Let me go ahead and give a knock in the deck. So if you're new, what happens is, these cards are kind of stiff, that sounds terrible. What happens is that sounds better. I will pull 3 cards from the deck. I'll lay them out in a row. And you're going to use your intuition. You're not going to think about it too much. The card that you're drawn to, whether it's the left, middle, or right, that is your card. Then I will do the reading. The reading is time stamped, so you can, if you pick the right, you don't have to sit through everybody else's reading. But when your reading is done, make sure you go to the end, to the Reiki Hug. That's 2 minutes worth of distance Reiki. Just for you. So you don't want to miss out on that. That's always good. It's nice to get a hug. It's nice to always get some free energy healing. There's nothing wrong with that. All right. See, I'm terrible at this. All right. So for you newbies, you don't know that I'm a terrible card shuffler. And especially because I'm watching through my camera view and with the live flame, if I do shuffle this way, cards are going to fly everywhere. I'm going to start a fire. I'll be having to yell, Ed, Ed, and then he's going to yell at me. And, it's just a production. So I'm going to shuffle while I continue to talk. I know sometimes you can hear it, so I'll try to talk over it. If I bump the camera too, I'm sorry. As I said, I am not the best card shuffler. So anyway, remember, this is a general reading, guys. All right, so don't get frustrated if it doesn't resonate with you. Don't go, oh, Tammy's full of crap and all this is woo-woo and this is fake news and all that stuff. It's a general reading. I'm not connecting to your specific energy. So it's for everybody in the whole wide world. If you're interested in a personal reading, go to yournaturalhealer.com. Go to services, and I have all types of prices and packages depending on whatever you need. So, don't get frustrated. And then you can always come back at the end of the week and check it out. And then at that time, maybe you will go, oh, okay, now it makes sense. All right. But don't get frustrated. And let's go ahead and do this. God, my nails really look bad. And I would go get them professionally done, but because it's garden season and everything, oh my God, I've been in like zucchini hell. I've been not canning zucchini. I've been dehydrating zucchini. I've been freezing zucchini. Been eating cucumbers, breakfast, lunch, and dinner practically. Beets, I have so many cans of beets now. I'm going to have lots of vegetables for the winter. So that's why I'm not getting my nails done. I've been doing it on my own and I do them like crap. But anyway. All right, so there are your cards. Pick one, use your intuition, don't overthink it, and let's go ahead and get this started. Remember, after your card, I'll see you at the Reiki Hug. All right, so for those of you who chose left this morning, what your guardian angel needs to send you via text or email today is, we got a nice smiley face there. I'm trying to get it. There we go. Expect miracles. Oh my God, that's a fantastic message. Fantastic message. All right. I mean, that's just really good energy. Look at all that beautiful yellow. Yellow is happiness and abundance. And she's got her wings spread there and just, look at all that energy flowing around. And man, you need to realize that right now your guardian angels are your guardian angel, and I mean, you kind of have more than one. You have your main guardian angel that's with you since the time of conception. But throughout your life, you add more guardian angels. We usually have one, like a scribe, and there's all different types of in the hierarchy of angels. But I'm talking, this is a message from your main one. And your main angel, your main guardian angel that's been with you since day one is trying to let you know, pay attention, because there are a lot of miracles that have been happening recently to you. And you may not have realized it, because you need to remember, a miracle is not just all of a sudden, my pendulum starts floating around by itself. If it did that, I'm out of here. But seriously though, miracles happen every day, and they don't need to be this big religious or this big life altering or this big, so unbelievable event, that happens. I mean, we talk about things, the miracle of birth. Think of how many people give birth every day, that's pretty common, but that's still a miracle. Something as simple as making it to work safely is a miracle. Getting up every morning is a miracle. Just us breathing, if you think about it at its core, is a miracle. Okay? So miracles come in all sizes. And to manifest miracles in our life, first of all, you have to believe in them. You can't have this attitude that, oh, nothing like that happens to me, because you're setting your expectations on this context that we're taught from the time that we're little, that this miracle has to be this big, unbelievable, unattainable thing that happens to us that should never happen, but it happens. So you need to first believe, okay? And your guardian angel is telling you, you've got to open up your heart, first of all. When you open up your heart and you open it up and you allow love to flow in and you allow love to flow out, that's a miracle. But when you open up your heart space, man, that's just going to bring so many great things. And then you also need to open your mind. So obviously, two things here, working on your heart chakra and your third eye chakra. Don't let logic, don't let these beliefs that have been ingrained in us since we were children sour the beauty of a true miracle. Because your guardian angel is, man, he or she has some beautiful, beautiful energy. And when I say he or she, that's just to humanize them a little more. Usually more guardian angels, it's more feminine or masculine energy. It's not necessarily biology. But man, your guardian angel has some beautiful things in store for you, and they are so excited for these miracles to happen. But they need you to be excited too. But in order for you to be excited, you need to be open to it. Okay? So I think that once you open up your heart space and you allow love to come in and you allow it to flow out, that you then need to go ahead and open up your third eye. Now, I'm not saying to open up your third eye to where like you're, the most renowned psychic in the world or anything like that. Because I mean, we all have psychic abilities. We're all born with it, but throughout life and because of the things that we're taught and whatnot, we close off to that. And for some of us, we learn to reopen those things later in life. Sometimes in other cases, it's much later in life. And some people are totally fine with still being spiritual and having their intuition and that's good enough. But I'm not talking about necessarily psychic abilities to where you're reading tarot or you're working with pendulums or what have you. When I'm talking about opening your third eye here, I'm talking about opening your mind. Opening your mind to the possibilities in spirituality. And this is one of the beautiful things about spirituality, is that everything and anything beautiful is possible. It is possible. But you've got to believe. You got to have faith, and you've got to have hope, and you've got to have love. So again, your guardian angel just really, really, really wants you to know, expect miracles. But in order for you to receive those miracles, you have to do your part. And they want you to know you need to open your heart chakra and you need to open your third eye chakra. Okay? If you work with crystals for your heart chakra, I would work with some green crystals. Maybe something like green aventurine. Malachite is a wonderful heart chakra crystal as well. Green calcite, something of that nature. And as far as your third eye, you can use lapis lazuli, amethyst. Any of these would work as well. Labradorite is awesome for working with your third eye. Quartz, clear quartz, you can use clear quartz for opening your third eye, okay? If you want some meditations to do that Quickie chakra that I have available, okay? That one will work your whole chakra system, okay? But open up your heart chakra. And if you do those two things, if you really focus on that, expect miracles. Have a wonderful weekend. I will see you at the Reiki Hug, and then I will see you on Monday for our tarot reading. All right. If you chose the middle card, this message from your guardian angel who has been with you since the day you were conceived wants to tell you via email or text, spiritual growth. Okay, this is great. You see, he's got like the little halo, and we see that in a lot of religious contexts where you see the yellow halo behind someone. And that's really talking about their connection to the universe, to God, to spirit, whatever you want to call it. And your guardian angel is screaming so loudly because they are so proud of you that you're really starting to show the fruits of your labor, that you're starting to grow, you're beginning to connect, and you're really starting to expand your mind and your consciousness. And seeing this picture, and I just noticed that how, it's coming from his third eye and going up into the universe. And then, behind is, the crown chakra. And of course, in the center, he's got that beautiful light. I think it's a he. Could be a she. It's hard to tell. It's a she. Okay. I thought they had an Adam's apple, but I think that's the reflection. So anyway, your guardian angel is just so proud of the work that you've been doing, and you just really need to keep it up. And they want you to know you need to pay attention. Start really paying attention to things that are going on around you. Whether it's music, maybe you're hearing the same song all the time. Or maybe you have a question like, I don't know, maybe, should I go out with my friends tonight? And then all of a sudden you turn on the radio and you hear the song from like back in the 70s. I like pina coladas. I'm not going to sing, and I'm surely dating myself there. So you hear, oh, pina coladas, yeah, I need to go hang out with my friends tonight. But pay attention. Maybe one of the things for me, like when I first got into spirituality, especially crystals, when I first got into crystals, I was actually going to buy my husband a crystal. I was like, I'll probably pick myself up something, I'll see what they got. I didn't know anything other than I was going to get him some black obsidian. So, and I've told this, I think, in my All About Amethyst course, in the Crystal Educational series. But anyway, long story short, the whole week up to me going to the little crystal store I went to, I had been seeing the color purple everywhere, lavender, purple. And why I like the color, it's not my favorite color, but I was seeing it everywhere. And I was like, okay, I'm just noticing it more. And I was. And I didn't realize that, it was the universe talking to me. And then my first crystal happened to be amethyst. So I think that now that I know what I know and I look back on that, the universe was definitely giving me signs that I was supposed to go get a purple crystal, in which I did. So it's the same thing for you. Pay attention. Pay attention to colors. Again, pay attention to sounds. Pay attention to, if you see a vanity license plate that says, go for it. Well, the universe is telling you, you need to go for it, whatever you're trying to go for. So again, you get the point. Really pay attention to the synchronicities. They're going to be coming from all over the place. Your dreams and just your experience in your day-to-day life. So pay attention to the signs. Now, your guardian angel wants you to make sure that you continue on your path, because you're just really starting to see, like I said, see the rewards, so to speak, starting to see the fruits of your labor. And I mean, our paths never end, and we're always learning. And one of the things that your guardian angel wants you to know, that if something happens to come up that you've already dealt with, maybe you've already done the shadow work, maybe you've worked through some things, and all of a sudden it pops up in your head again, they're wanting you to remember that these negative things, bad things, whatever you want to call them, you need to remember they didn't happen to you. They happened for you. So you've already, and I think you've already realized this, and you've come to terms with maybe some things, and you've dealt with some issues, and you've worked through the emotions, and you may or may not have learned the lessons. Sometimes we don't even learn the lesson in this lifetime, and we have to learn it in another. But your guardian angels really want you to know, as you continue on this path, if things resurface, obviously we need to deal with them. They're resurfacing for a reason. You need to work through it, and just remember that everything in our life, good, bad, and in between, doesn't happen to us, because the universe is not out to get us. We signed this soul contract before we even came into these meat suits. Your guardian angel just wants you to please remember that. Okay? That it's happening for your highest good. And if you can learn the lesson in this lifetime, well, kudos. All right? But keep moving forward. Okay? You're doing fantastic, and your guardian angel is so proud of you. So proud. And one of the things that I would do, especially since they're kind of like going, Oh my God, look at them. They're doing so great, or he or she's doing so wonderful. You know, little Jimmy, he's doing the shadow work. Just they're that excited, you know, and they're probably in their little break room with the other guardian angels, and he's going, yeah, look at little Jimmy there. Jimmy's got it going on, you know, he's doing the work, he's meditating, you know. Your guardian angel's proud of you. Okay. So with that being said, if you haven't done my selenite meditation, if you have selenite, you don't need selenite to do the meditation. It just really amplifies it. If you have some selenite, I would really start working really a lot with the selenite, or at least keeping selenite in your meditative space, because selenite is the stone of pure white light. And I don't have a piece on my desk because my selenite ball is on a different shelf. I don't know what it is, and all I want are crystal spheres lately. I mean, you know, my crystal ball's my favorite, obviously, because I use that for scrying, but I just love the spheres. And I think it's because, you know, they send out the same amount of energy in all directions equally. All right. But anyway, do that selenite meditation. If you want a selenite sphere, I do sell those on Your Natural Healer channel. Sorry, I had to get the plug in. And that was not intentional, but the selenite spheres are phenomenal. I have one, when I ordered them, I had to get one for my crystal room or my meditation room. And I have one on my desk at work just because selenite is just, it's wonderful. So, anyway, selenite will definitely help you on your spiritual path. But keep up the great work. Your guardian angel wants you to be proud of yourself. Continue on your journey. Don't backslide. Keep moving forward. All right? I'll see you at the Reiki Hug, and then I will see you on Monday. All right. Namaste. All right, let's go ahead now. Right card, and the message that your guardian angel, who has been with you since the minute you were conceived, wants to send you an email with the subject line of angelic protection. Wonder if that's why they wanted me to, why I chose no, I did that to the candle, sorry. Why I chose the black candle. Angelic protection. Oh, that almost kind of reminds me. I don't know if this is supposed to be Archangel Michael with his blue shield and his blue sword. Anyway, oops, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to put it down. So, angelic protection. All right, your guardian angel says there's something going on, and I am going to sit this card down. There's something going on, and it could be physical, could be emotional, could be mental, could be spiritual, but there's definitely something going on with your energy. And your guardian angel's a little, concerned about this. And your guardian angel wants you to know that you have a whole team, okay? And I explained this in one of the other cards, and I've said this before. From the day you're born, you have your main guardian angel. And throughout our life, angels are constantly added to our team because there is a whole legion of angels. There's a whole hierarchy. You have scribes, you have elementals, you have a whole team working for you. Animal guides, spirit guides. Spirit guides are different than guardian angels. Whole team. Galactic guides, just all protective guides. It's just a whole team. You get the drift. And your guardian angel's really concerned because if you ask your guardian angels, your guides, and I would just call out on your guides, they want you, to ask for help. Your team is ready to run to you to help you in a moment's notice. Now, just because let's say that your electric's being turned off tomorrow because you don't have the money, you're not suddenly going to have $300 in your bank account overnight. It doesn't work like that, or it could. or that quickly. But when you call in your guides for help, if you've never done this before, you meditate, and then you could say, whatever guide that would like to come close, please do so. And then when you do that, you can, in your head or even out loud, you can have a conversation. You could say, I'm having a really hard time with, maybe you're having a hard time with you and a friend had a falling out and they're not speaking to you anymore. So you're having a real hard time letting go of the friendship. And your guide, through meditation, through dreams, through signs, is going to help you. Now, that doesn't mean they take a magic wand and go bibbity bobbity boo and your problems are solved. That's not how it works. You have to do some of the work too. But whatever this is, it's definitely something that has happened. I don't know how far back it goes. It's definitely something in the past. I don't think it's something that happened like yesterday, the day before. It could have been a while ago. But they're saying, let it go. Let it go. And for those of you who watch my channel all the time, you've heard me say this before. We are souls having a human experience. And part of that human experience and what makes it a human experience is feelings. We're supposed to feel love, hate, anger, joy, jealousy, rage, fear. Just, you get it. We're supposed to feel those feelings. But when it's something that's been in our past, we need to work on letting those things go, because if we continue to focus on those things, it affects the present moment and you can't move forward. You're like stuck in your knees, up to your knees in mud. And when you focus so much on something that happened in the past, you're going to miss out on so many beautiful things in the present. And then the next thing you know, 10 years of your life is gone and you're like, God, what did I do? Okay? Feel the emotion. Work through the emotion. And it takes longer. People are different. There's no set time. And then you have to let it go. If you need professional help, there is nothing wrong with going and seeing a counselor. Having someone that has no skin in the game, so to speak. Somebody that's going to be totally honest and objective. And that has the education and the training to be able to help you if it's something like so serious. All right? Which I'm not getting that that's what it is, but I just need to throw that in there. Remember, spirituality or holistic healing, natural healing, whatever you want to call it, is not a replacement for medical treatment. It's supposed to work in conjunction with. Okay? You just really need to let it go. And I said this to one of the other cards, that if something that you've let go comes back, then couple things. You may not have totally resolved the issues or really let it go. So then you need to meditate on that a little bit. And, I would maybe work on your heart space with that. And try to figure out why this is coming back. But what they're telling me is the reason why it's resurfacing, and that's what I think this is actually. I think it's something that's resurfaced that you may have thought you've worked through or you have worked through, and something sparked a memory. The reason why it's resurfacing is because you need to know right now that by looking at that, you could see how far you've come, the great strides you've made. And that's what your guardian angel wants you to know, is that the strides you have made are phenomenal. All right? So don't backslide. You have a legion of angels protecting you. angelic protection. All you have to do is say, spiritual team, please protect me. Please, like one of the things that I like to do when I connect to other people's energy, whether it's in a Reiki session or a one-on-one tarot reading, is I always call out to Archangel Michael. And I'll say, Archangel Michael, I ask that you keep me safe, wrap your wings around me, and protect me from any negativity. Allow the blue light from your sword and shield, repel anything negative. So call on Archangel Michael. Okay? But anyway, you are protected. You really, really are protected. But you need to ask your angels for help. And whatever this is that's resurfaced, that you're going through, that your guides are worrying that you're going to backslide, again, ask your angels for the strength you need. Ask them to help you with that inner strength. And then stop looking at that and look at you right now in the present and look at how far you've come. And you're going to be just fine. Okay? All right, enjoy your weekend. Let's go ahead and do the Reiki Hug. All right, everybody. So at this point, we're going to go ahead and do the Reiki Hug. So if you haven't turned your cell phones on silent, can you please do that for 2 minutes for yourself? I'm going to do the third eye chakra bowl, only because we've been doing all this talk about connecting with angels, and the third eye chakra helps us open up ourselves to receive those messages and things. So I'm going to grab that bowl real quick. Once you've turned off your cell phones, get nice and comfy and start breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth, nice and relaxed. I'm going to move these cards out of the way. So nice and relaxed, nothing too crazy. And then start give me a quick body scan. Let's start from the head, work the way down through your shoulders, releasing all tension, continuing to breathe. Down to your belly, your midsection, your arms, your hands. Letting go of any stress, any tension, nice and relaxed. Down through the thighs, the knees, your ankles, down to your feet and your toes, breathing nice and relaxed, sending you this beautiful Reiki energy for physical, emotional, and mental and spiritual healing. All right, when you're ready, go ahead and wiggle those fingers and toes. Take your time opening your eyes. All right, again, thank you so much for joining me this morning. All the information I talked about in the housekeeping is all the links are below if you're interested in buying crystals, sage, essential oils, or if you're interested in any services, whether it's distance Reiki, tarot reading, birth chart analysis. There's a lot of stuff on my site. Go to yournaturalhealer.com. If you're interested in learning about spirituality, you can also check out my other website, which is lotuscenter.online. New courses are kind of on hold right now. I don't expect to add any new courses for about 2 more weeks. So anyway, go on yournaturalhealer.com, check things out. Lots of great things there. I will see everybody. I may release either tomorrow or Sunday. I did a guided meditation last weekend. So I'm not sure if I'm going to do another guided meditation or a crystal educational series yet, but expect something in the next day or two. And then I will see everybody on Monday for our weekly tarot reading. So with that being said, go live your best life, but do it the natural way. Namaste.